gonna bust out some legs today. Gonna bust out some lunges. Free-form lunges. May add a weight vest as I go into lunging, but this is kind of one of those exercises which I used to do when I was preparing for the, believe it or not, WWF, WWE wrestling compound. There's a requirement, a physical requirement you had to meet on the very first day that consisted of squats, free-form squats and stuff like that. So these are just lunges to help the legs, runner's legs, fighter's legs, whatever. Okay, so we're just gonna do legs. Just follow along, do them at my pace, do them at my time. So you're asking how many sets we're gonna do. We're gonna do one set, however many lunges. Okay, let's get ready. I got my Garmin watch. I got my heart rate band strapped on. We're just gonna rock some lunges. Your knee is going to step out front. Your knee is going to slightly touch the ground. Don't bounce or bang your knee off the ground. Okay? Make sure you're breathing as we lunge. I got my water bottle, my towel, and stuff like that. No weights in your hands or anything like that. God gave you a weight, which is your body. So we're just working with your body. Like I said, may put on a weight vest just to show you some advanced ways of doing this, or I may grab a couple bricks, or I may just rock with you. Anyway, enough talk. Here we go. Straight up lunges. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's work. Stepping back, knees touching, switching, feet come together, knee touch the ground, boom, you may get off kilter, you may fall down, right, whatever. Your hands can do whatever. I like to kind of take a runner stance. I think it helps with my strategic mobility in my form, okay? A lot of people like to have their hands on their hips. You can do that, you tap your hands out, right? Whatever you want to do. Every couple minutes, or every minute on the minute, you're going to check your heart rate. See where your heart rate is. About a minute right now. Check your heart rate. See where that is. Keep rocking. Legs are gonna tighten up. All that good stuff. Knees might look rusty when you look down from hitting or touching, not hitting. No one hits your knee. Touching your knee to whatever surface you're touching it to. That's all right. Cosmetic will come later when you're out at the beach, swimming pool, whatever. Right now, you get as rusty, as gritty, as ugly as you want to look. Just squat or lunge. 2 minutes, check your heart rate. just stepping right out straight. Now if you take it, when you take firearms lessons from me, you'll have a strategic base as you go down to the kneeling position. Well, here I'll show you on these next 2 steps. If I was going down with a firearm, I would step out. So I had my base, nice wide base. Before a workout, I'm just stepping out straight. Just a constant pace. No rest. Only rest you get is when you're switching your feet. Nice and simple. Muscle strength and building muscle endurance. So you can have your watch or your Whoop or whatever monitor you have on strength or cardio. Unless you have something that says muscle endurance exercise, rock that. I have mine on strength, working the legs. I'm in place, not jumping rope, not running, although it feels like I'm running heels right now. Been talking for a minute. You're about to check your heart rate again. At the 5-minute mark, check your heart rate. Now if you watch my arms, it's crossing my body. Don't mistake that for my running form. I'm just going with whatever my body feels, letting my body be my body. Now running, I would be here. My hand or arm would not cross center line. But again, I'm not running. I'm not worried about particular form with my arms. Whatever my body says do, I'm doing it. However it feels, I'm just going with that. Because this basic exercise, what are you doing? You're lunging. You're pushing off the ground. You're going into it with a little resistance so you don't bang your knee, and you're pushing off the ground. So the exercise, as simple and as basic as it is difficult and stressful enough on your muscles, on your breath. So you need not worry about all this crazy stuff, form and all that stuff. No, just let your body be your body and just follow along. Every time I step out, you step out. But if you need breaks, take it. Okay? Take your break. Boom. And then until I call time, I will be right here waiting on you. Okay? Listen to the cadence. As my knee touches, and I go into the real resisting part, which is the push off the ground. That's where my breath comes in. Okay? Now I say you can do whatever you want with your hands, not worrying about form. What I don't want you to do, if at all possible, is this. Hands on the knees, pushing off. Hand on the knee, pushing off. Hand on the knee, pushing off. If you're gonna do this, do the exercise get the full benefit. Let all the work go into your legs. Don't help your sluggish, tired body by pushing off. Break your posture with your back and form. Notice I'm not leaning over. I'm up. My knee touches. I'm up. My shoulders remain over my hips. Maybe a little bit of kilt, right? But I'm upright. Look. Boom. Chest. My heart is towards you. Right? You're gonna check your heart rate here a little bit. I'm talking. Wow. Because I'm major pain. What did major pain say? It's hurting? Really? You want me to give you a little something? Take your mind off that pain. Maybe just me talking to you takes your mind off of the pain, the soreness that's going on, that's happening in your legs right now, right? I don't know. Hopefully, me doing this with you helps you. And you're just working at my pace. This is basic, beginning, and intermediate, advanced pace. Things can get a little heavier. Yeah, I can add all kinds of different stuff to make it more difficult. But until you conquer this movement for the longevity of the time that I've set in my mind, and I'm not telling you yet, there's no reason to try and add any weight or any slowness of the cadence. I gotta do this right too. Hold on. Down slow, touch, up slow, push. There's no need for that. Just step out, step back. Step out, step back. Okay? This is the move. This is what we're doing. And in doing this basic movement, you're burning or will burn a massive amount of calories if that's what you're into. Or, more importantly, depending on your heart rate and your zones, you'll tap in to that fat that is to be used as fuel. That's the fat that you want to lose, that you want to burn, right? Okay, check your heart rate. We're at, wait. Check it in 5 seconds. And check, we're at 11 minutes. My heart rate right now is 117 beats per minute. I am in the lower range of my zone 2. So right now, some of you may be up over your zone 2 and you're tapping in to that glycogen. That's just a smart way for saying sugar and those carbs that are hard to burn and that you're using. They say if you're at this heart rate, you're burning this, right? Hell, I don't know. Not a scientist. Only play one at 3D. But I do find the truth in my zone 2 heart rate because I've seen the melting of fat in my own body. I've seen the energy that I get after my zone 2. I've seen my recovery that I get after my zone 2. I've seen the benefits of my zone 2 heart rate. And wow, man, massive fat burn. So right now, where I was, tapped into my zone 2. I'm at 124. My zone 2 is from 115 to 135, with the minimum optimal for me being 125. Okay? So, you do you. Okay? Back from the camera so you can see the fullness of my body. Whatever your zone 2 is. I'm just living through it. Zone 2 works. in so many more ways than any other zone. For me, might not be like that for you, but for me, zone 2 has proven itself. Okay? The more I talk, the more my heart rate goes up. The more upright I am, the more my heart rate stays where it needs to be. I found too, when I start to bend over, slouch, crouch, I think there's some sort of internal compression that happens because my heart rate starts to go up, right? But when I'm upright, chest out, chest forward, heart forward, my heart rate goes down or at least stays even, right? So, breathe, y'all. Come on. Let's work. Too easy. Breathe. Real sweat. Real work. Real freaking results. Breathe. You notice it is not fast pace. Nope. Don't need to be. But you notice the sweat starting to drip. My black brown skin starting to glow. Right? Starting to, nah, not glow, that's for ladies. Starting to shine. Right? Looks like a Hershey bar in the summertime. Right? That's the sweat tap. Now I'm a sweater anyway, but the sweat is starting to drizzle. Even with the low heart rate, 121, the sweat is starting to drizzle. Right? Yeah, we're at the 15-minute mark. You've been doing lunges for 15 minutes. Most of y'all, or most people, would do this, lunges maybe 10, 3 sets of 10, 30 lunges total, right? You've been doing them for 15 minutes. And if you've just been doing them with me, just at this pace, you've been doing them non-stop. And you've been checking your heart rate. Watch this. Breathe. Inhale. Breathe. Inhale. Breathe. Inhale. Breathe. And switch. Right? Boom. This whole time, we've been switching legs. Right? You can see the drops of sweat happening on the mat. You can see my hat. Right? With the sweat, it's real sweat. You ain't seen me stop and spray myself with no freaking water bottle. I ain't got no cameraman. Got nothing fancy. Got a tripod, phone, and me. Right? Woo! The legs is hitting right now. Come on. Legs is hitting and getting. That's what we do. Check your heart rate. 17 minutes. Sometimes I just shut up and let you feel yourself. Feel yourself work. I'm working right along with you. I'm not a trainer or a coach. This tells you, hey, do this. You will never come into my gym, our gym, and me tell you to do something with a requirement of XYZ, and me or my daughter haven't done it, haven't tested it, right? Everything I put y'all through has been tried and tested, right? And I've always had the stipulation that training technique and training and workout, I'm never gonna do anything or put you through anything that my daughter can't do. Why? Because if the child can't do it, then you're only teaching to a certain populace of people. But to reach the masses, make it so a child can do it. Technique, whether it's fighting, I'm talking about basic stuff, movements, fighting, exercising, whatever it is, time-wise, time requirement, time limits, right? Whatever it is, it's so easy, even a child can do it. That's why, right? So that when children come in, I can make them do the same things or have them, challenge them to do the same things they see the adults doing. And then not scratch their head and say, well, the adults are doing it. How can I possibly do that? Because my child has already done it, right? Yeah. And there are 3D kids that we are rearing up and raising up. As now my daughter is an adult, there are 3D kids that we are raising and rearing that now I'm testing with them. And or their parents as well, right? So they can test this stuff at home, right? Test it while they're out. Come back and say, hey coach, well, this worked, this didn't, okay? Let's make sure everybody can do it along the same line. 20 minutes, check your heart rate. Come on. You got 10 more minutes in you? Lunges, 30 minutes of lunges, okay? That's what we're doing. Yeah. Oh, I revealed to you the destination, the time destination. Don't trip out now. You've been doing it for 20 minutes. You got 10 more in you. See, when the destination is unknown, it brings out something different in you. When you just gotta keep going, you don't know where and when you're gonna stop, that brings out something different in you. That brings out something you're like, oh, well, if it were just me, I would have stopped way back there. I would have stopped at such and such time. But because I didn't know where the finish line was, since I didn't know what the time limit was, I just kept going. Well, run, Forrest, run. Just keep going. You've been doing it. Now you know the time. Just keep going. Now it's in your mind, and I know what happened to your mind, right? I told you the time, you said, oh God, I got 10 more minutes. You ain't slouched over not once. You ain't got tired not once. Why? Because ain't no time. But now that you know the time, now your body's saying, oh, this is a struggle. This is hard. It's difficult. You only got 10 more minutes left. So you're used to, at the end of something, getting exhausted. Because ain't no time. Don't do that to yourself, right? As a man thinketh, so is he. The Bible says, how you think is how you are, right? So if you're telling yourself, if you're telling your body, oh, I got 10 minutes. Oh, this is difficult. This is hard. This is tiresome. I can't believe I'm doing this. Coach wants to go on for 10 more minutes? What kind of crap is this, right? Oh, the coach is in shape. I'm not in shape. Like, coach, I can't do this. No. You hear what I said? This has already been tested. Yeah, you can do it. 8 to 80, blind, crippling, crazy. Literally, you can do it. Hey, come on, keep pushing. Mind over matter. This body is a substance of matter. Your mind controls it. Just keep going. Keep going. I remember when I was preparing for the professional wrestling compound, WWF, WWE compound, where wrestling entertainers would have to go to qualify for a character for Vince McMahon's wrestling promotions. Okay? When I first did bucket or bench or cheer squats, oh my God, my trainer, he said, there you go, do this. I'm gonna put 45 seconds on the clock. You go as fast as you can. I never felt nothing like that. In all my years of fighting and training, I never felt nothing like that in my legs. Similar to what you may be feeling right now. But believe me, a faster pace in a shorter time, oh my God, when I first did it, it was crazy. I couldn't even stand it. The next day, couldn't walk down the stairs properly, right? It was hard going to the commode and sitting down. Crazy. But I took that experience and said, well, if I'm gonna be prepared to nail this position, this physical job interview in the entertainment industry, right? I need to be able to do this. So my wife and I, we flew down for a little winter vacation in Jackson's Hole, Wyoming. 25 minutes, check your heart rate. Mine's is 139 right now, talking quite a bit. Jackson's Hole, Wyoming. If you haven't been there, beautiful place. Absolutely wonderful to be there for the first time and spend it with my wife. It was absolutely wonderful. But she was resting one morning. I got up. I said, I'm going to the weight room. My requirement for vacation used to be it has to have a weight room, hotel, and it has to have a masseuse so I can get a massage. All right? So I went to the weight room and I didn't pick up one weight. There was a bench. I stood in front of the bench and I watched the clock. And I just started doing squats. Just at an easy pace, just like we're doing lunges. Right? Easy pacing it out. Boom, boom. My goal was to get to 1,000 squats without stopping. Boom, I made it. No problem. But that told me if you could do 1,000, 26 minutes, 124 is mine right now. If you could do 1,000 squats without stopping, when you get to the compound, and you got 45 seconds to max out on these squats, right? You can certainly do something for 45 seconds. Pull it back up. If you could do 1,000, right? Without stopping. If you could do them for a half an hour without stopping, you could do it for 45 seconds, as fast as humanly possible to pass this 1 feet. Because those squats, 27 minutes, 3 more minutes, check your heart rate. Those squats is where the biggest of the big, the brawnest of the brawn wrestler went to this compound and got disqualified. DQ'd or DNF. That's disqualified or did not finish. Because you have to do them in a way where you came straight back up and you went down to where your legs were bent at 90 degrees. So you either were touching a chair, a bench, or a bucket. The bucket was the lowest measure. Okay? I did the bucket. And we do bucket squats here at the school. So, in doing that, and putting that out there, guys would literally collapse 30 seconds in. Or the monkey would jump on their back 15 seconds in. Guys would start paying compliments. What's that? Throwing up, right? Not finishing. Not hitting the time or the number requirement for the squats, 28 minutes. Check your heart rate. It was crazy. So like I said, Larry Joe, if you could do 1,000 just getting up on vacation, if you could go down to a weight room by yourself, self-motivated, and do these things for a half an hour without stopping, a half an hour on pace to when you hit 1,000, you can certainly do it for 45 seconds to a minute and beat all these other guys that you know are going to be at the compound. Some of the judges like Steve Austin, Bill Goldberg, The Undertaker, Kane, Scorpio. Incidentally, we ran into Scorpio at the airport going there. He was just like, yeah, man, do the boxer squats. Good luck. Right? It was just so funny seeing him there. And him understanding about the bucket squats and what was going to happen to your body. Because each of those entertainers had already been to the compound that you saw on international or global, worldwide TV. 10 seconds. So, check it out. 3, 2, and one more time. Look, that is 30 minutes of nothing but lunges in one place. The sweat from your brow, right? Look, that's genuine sweat. Glowing. Now stop saying glowing, Larry, you're a man. Shining like the sun hit a Hershey bar in the summer. That's 30 minutes, y'all. Okay? Right now, my heart rate's, oops. Hold on, let me save my workout. And I'll show you what. So I got in 30 minutes. Was that 3? Dang it. Can you see that? 353 calories burned in 30 minutes. Let's go to my average heart rate was 139. Got a mixture of aerobic and anaerobic work, 2.7 aerobic, 2.9 anaerobic. And says here that I was productive. So just showing you my stuff. You can analyze your own if you had that, but 353 calories if you're watching calories for 30 minutes at an average heart rate of 139. Again, yours could possibly be lower on an average because you weren't talking the whole time, right? Or you might just be in better shape than me, whatever. But there you have it. Again, I'm so proud of you that you were able to do straight lunges using the weight. The body is your weight that God gave you. Using the weight that God gave you, you were able to complete 30 full minutes of non-stop lunges. And even if you stopped, you were able to complete 30 minutes of lunging. Not 3 sets, not just 30 lunges, but 30 minutes. And I'm so proud of you. God bless you. Us, this is your coach.